Thank you, Ms. Burwell. Thank you. Gabby Cortez, please come up to my left. Welcome.
Well, what about his dreams?
Good evening. Thank
You don't
for
care?
the opportunity to speak. A couple of corrections. We're a democratic republic. Another one is the Constitution is flexible and the courts will decide on some of these issues. Another one is that we're not making anything great until we allow people to show their greatness. And so, in this country, where we invade other countries, change their governments, and destroy their economies and exploit their people, normally the people will try to come over to someplace else where they can have an opportunity to live, and therefore they're here. Let's let them do that, because they have a lot to give us, and they have a lot to provide to our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Could I have, forgive me, Deborah Mendez, please come up to my right. Welcome.
Hi, good night. Good evening. I have 1 minute, so when we started at Pomona, Gabriela Cortez, when we started at Pomona almost a year ago, this looked like a very far away dream. And I want to thank all of you for the opportunity to be here, for working with us, and to let you know that this has helped me feel more empowered as a woman, as a mother, as a member of this community, because I live in Pomona, I work in Pomona, I shop in Pomona, my kids go to school in Pomona, and this is my city. And nobody's going to bully me out of my city. And
this is my country.
Like I said, thank you very much. And I also want to mention that there's 4 women in the council, and that also should give us a lot of pride.
And what about this guy's dreams?
Our daughters, our sisters are looking at this. So you guys are doing a great job. And thank you for Saturday. You were helping there too. Thank you.
Thank you. Just to confirm, Evelio Rocha is not here? She is here. Okay. If you'll just come up to my left, Ms. Rocha. Welcome, Ms. Mendez.
Thank you, Mayor, City Council, and City staff for this opportunity to speak on behalf of Ordinance 2017, which will put the City of Pomona in compliance with 1954. My name is Deborah Mendez, a lifetime and 4th generation Pomona resident. I am saddened that there is a time in history that we are forced to propose safeguards for our undocumented neighbors. But I am proud that we as a community are taking the lead and charging with this. Let's be clear, the people who have spoken in opposition of this ordinance are fueled by hatred, pure and simple.
Lie.
The ordinance I represent, indivisible, represents the majority of Americans who will not tolerate this kind of behavior. My great-grandparents, my grandparents came to this country when there were no borders, but I'm keenly aware that my status as a U.S. citizen is just my sheer luck. My family was subjected to prejudice, unfair treatment, taken advantage of.
Thank you, Ms. Mendez. Thank you. Michael Boyd, please come up to my right. Welcome.
Good evening, council members. My name is Aurelia Rocha. I am a member of Padres Unidos and member of the Advocacy Coalition. Our coalition is out here in
Do that one more time so I can record it.
To explore ways to make our community
That woman
safer
flipped
place
off Ruben.
for all our residents of Pomona. Many
Robin,
parents and their
did you
children
see
are
that?
very afraid of the political uncertainty in the country. I remember very well one immigrant mom with an AB60 driver's license that had been given a traffic citation, and she was very afraid. She was scared that someone's gonna come to her house because the government had her personal information. I saw children in elementary schools crying because they thought they were going to be separated from their families. And during the I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna say that our community needs this ordinance. Our families need to know that they are.
Thank you, Ms. Rocha.
I have.
Could I have Edwin Martinez please come on up? If you have something you want to leave us, you can just leave with us, City Clerk. Could I have Edwin Martinez please come up?
Man, would you like to flip his face off again?
I'm in opposition of the SB 54.
Do you mind lowering
I'm in opposition of all of you people over there too. Sure. 23,000 American citizens have been murdered by illegal aliens in the past 5 years. They're not all good people. There's no such thing as undocumented immigrants. They are illegal aliens. No, I'm talking now.
Sir, I'm going to give you one more opportunity to finish your thought.
Opportunity for what?
You have a minute to finish your thought. Just please, you don't need to raise your voice.
23,000 people. I like everybody to stand up in memory of Kate Steinle.
Me! Kate Steinle did not deserve to die.
You lowlifes, stay seated!
Hey,
They've been disrupted the whole
You dirty lowlifes, stay seated!
No, you have.
Listen,
You have.
folks, particularly for those of you who are supporting.
That's why I'm crazy.
For those of you who are support,
You have. They don't let us hear what we
Stop being the worst.
I'm speaking. For those of you in support, you're going to be egged on. Do not fall for it, okay? I need your cooperation. Do not fall for it. Let them talk. And if we need to get them out of here because they're not following the rules, they'll be removed, just like Mr. McCoy. I need your cooperation. Please, thank you. All right. If I can have Melanie Andreo, please come up to my right. And if I can have Juliana Pina, please come up to my left. Thank you. Thank you, folks. I don't ever want to have to speak that way, but I do really need your cooperation in this particular instance, just given the subject matter. Thank you. Yes.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council members. My name is Juliana Pina. I'm a member of the Pomona Students Union and I start Pomona Coalition. I am here to ask that you vote yes and pass the ordinance.
It's
This is
delusional.
important to me because I see how my friends and their families struggle being undocumented. My friends should not have to fear that they will be separated from their loved ones at any moment. Our coalition walked around different parts of the city, canvassing, and discovered how many families were very afraid that they might be deported. Our families should not be put through this fear, but feel safe in our city. Again, please vote to pass the ordinance. Thank you.
Could I tell Eleanor Kuzinski, please come up to my left? Welcome.
Good evening, my name is Melanie Andreo. I am a student and I am in favor of the ordinance. As I know how it goes since my father was deported, and it was very hard to hear what he told us. The impact it had on me was very hard. The emotional and financial struggle we faced made me want to be more aware of the rights my parents in the community had as undocumented. He never had done anything wrong, but maybe it had to do with the way he was identified as. In the city of Pomona, there are a lot of people who identify as undocumented, and some families have experienced what I did. Families are in fear of getting separated from their families. It is time to protect the people who spend a lot of time making Pomona a better place for future generations. We want safety and protection. We need this ordinance to take action, and just to say no human being is illegal. Thank you.
Moving beyond, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing your first name correctly. Please come up to the right. Ms. Kuzinski.
Good evening, my name is Eleanor Kuzinski, and I'm a resident of Pomona and a member of the United Voices of Pomona for Environmental Justice. Our organization works to promote environmental justice and to combat the way working-class communities of color are overburdened with pollution in the city of Pomona. While our focus has been on reducing toxins for the most vulnerable in the city, we are also concerned with removing other stressors, such as ice, that add to a toxic environment and contribute to vulnerability and insecurity. Beyond the obvious negative impacts of separating and terrorizing families, the fear generated by ICE has significant effects on the health and well-being of individuals and communities.
But that's not their fault.
We believe that the city of Pomona is an important leader with the power to influence and protect communities within the Inland Empire, LA County, Southern California, and the state. Our power rests in our capacity to act with integrity. By demonstrating our value for and willingness to protect our own immigrant communities, we contribute immensely to the vibrancy and vitality of our city. If Pomona is to demonstrate care...
Thank you, Mr. Thank you. Maribel Escobedo, so please come up to my left. Welcome.
My name is Rodaya. I'm opposed to Pomona's ordinance to comply with the Sanctuary Cities Bill SB 54. Sanctuary cities have a higher crime rate. That's been demonstrated in Arizona.
It's already happened here.
Pomona has a 29% higher crime rate than other non-sanctuary cities nationwide. You have a 1 in 29 chance that you're going to be hit by a crime in Pomona. Pomona has fewer cops now than other non-sanctuary cities in California. And support for federal immigration law is not anti-immigrant.
Thank you. Could I have Luis Reyes please come over to my right? Welcome.
Good evening, Council. My name is Maribel Escobedo, and I am a resident here in Pomona. I am here on behalf of the Warehouse Worker Resource Center, where we focus on education, advocacy, and action to change poor working conditions, being that warehouse work is a major industry in the city. I do have a letter on behalf of the organization that I will hand to the clerk, but I would like to read the section. When community members feel safe in their communities, they are more likely to come forward and denounce workplace problems or violations they're exposed to, such as dangerous work environments, being victims of wage theft, and or being denied workers' compensation. According to the Economic Policy Institute, wage theft is a $50 billion problem in our country.
Thank you. If you could just leave that with our city clerk, okay? I don't know if it's an I or a T. Ali Odin? Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor and Council. Thank you for letting me speak. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. I'm opposed. I'm in opposition of Ordinance 9 SB 54. The average age of an immigrant, a dreamer, is 26 years old. 30% of them are hardened criminals. They are decimating our African American community in the inner cities, and also our American Hispanics in the inner cities. We have a problem, and I hope that you folks address this problem properly, because you're going to have blood on your hands. It's already happening now with all the individuals, our Americans, have been killed by these illegal immigrants. I don't mind them being here. Get in line, come in the right way, and welcome them. Become Americans. Send them out. We don't want them. Deport them now. Deport, deport, deport. Kevin De Leon is the one behind this whole movement.
Thank you, sir. Could I have Yafa Alina?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, who was the last speaker? He did not state his name.
Last speaker was Luis Reyes. All right. Could I have Yafa? I'm not sure if I'm saying that.
If I could just say something. Ladies and gentlemen, can we try to eliminate the opening and closing of the doors, as too many people are talking in the hallway, and it's very difficult for us to hear in here. Please and thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Take your time.
I just wanted to say I'm prepared with this having a sanctuary city, because although I'm not a resident in Pomona, as you strongly believe that we should have sanctuary cities everywhere, because it's you get more of a sense of safety. You get to be more free, and I just think having that security and being able to just, do daily tasks like go grocery shopping or even wash clothes, it's really important that we're all protected if we're immigrants or not. And having a sanctuary city will provide that. Thank you.
Maria Valencia, please come up to my left. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Yafa Alina. My thanks and respect to the mayor, the council members, the city staff, and law enforcement. I'm here today in support of making Pomona a sanctuary city. I've lived here and gone to school since I was 13 years old. My father is a Palestinian immigrant, and on my mom's side I have Irish, Scottish, English, and Native American ancestors, and so I'm all mixed up. But what makes me who I am is that I'm a Muslim, and what I believe as a Muslim, I believe are sort of human, natural morals that we should try our best to uphold, is that we're all created from dirt. We're all created from the same substance. It doesn't matter our color or the language that we speak, but we're on this earth that belongs to God we live. And I believe that we should welcome and respect people who come here looking for a better life with open arms, as honored guests and as beloved brothers and sisters to us. Thank you.
Thank you. Anna Torres? Please come up to my right. Welcome.
Good evening, Council. My name is Maria Valencia, and I'm here to represent SEIU, member SEIU, local 15.
Union whore.
SB 54, and also our junior representative is in a letter for support this. And also, I want to say that I'm very hard worker. I've been here in Pomona for more than 45 years. I'm not a criminal. I work very hard. I live in Phillips Ranch, Pomona, and I love Pomona. I love this city. So I'm very hard worker. I'm not criminal, and I'm Mexican.
Thank you. Could I have Anna Torres? Are you here? If not, I'm going to say she is in support. Okay. And if I can have Michael Casey, please come up to my left. And Lynette Luna, please come up to my right.
What do you want to do? You don't want to speak?
And if Lynette Luna is here, if you come up to my left. If not, she is in support of SB 54 or the ordinance.
Hi, I'm Mike Casey. I live here in Pomona, and I'll be short. I just want to say that I'm proud of Pomona, how people have come out to support our family, friends, and our neighbors, and to protect our neighbors. I support SB 54. And I guess I just want to quickly say, like, my vote will be with the council because this issue is about doing the opposite of hate, doing the opposite of cowardice. You know, we all have fear, we all have tragedy, we all have grief, and how we react to that says a lot about who we are. And I think we're seeing from the top down, I said something similar at the last meeting, from the top down we're seeing cowardice.
Why?
Our democracy or republic or whatever you say.
Where's the cowardice?
We survive if we protect our family, because we're all family. Like the woman who just spoke, we come from the same dirt. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
But nation states are the spice of life.
Robin Bidston, please come up to my right.
Hi, good evening. My name is Lynette, and I've been a resident of Pomona for about 18 years now. Just last week, I passed by the Pomona Police Department, and I noticed for the first time that the fountain says "Siempre con nosotros," always with us, and immediately my reaction was, wow, this is a very menacing message. And it took an additional second of processing to realize, okay, the idea is a message of solidarity, of commitment to the community, right? But unfortunately, the reality is that a lot of my friends and loved ones and our neighbors that are undocumented, like myself, would understand and read that message with that same kind of fear.
Call ICE.
There's this gap between what that message intends and the reality of our community. And this ordinance is an opportunity to close that gap and to really make sure that our enforcement is effective and that there are relationships being built rather than relationships of fear. Thank you.
It's not working.
Please come up to my left.
My name is Robin Biston, and I do oppose the ordinance. We should have our local government support our federal laws. Federal laws clearly state you are to enter and reside legally in this country. In addition, the council should be helping the homeless Americans, unemployed Americans, foster kids, the disabled. That should be the focus. This ordinance should be about helping the homeless, the burgeoning situation in this community. This is a welcome ordinance for the human smugglers and the human and drug cartels of the world, that they will have safe haven in Pomona. Thank you.
Mike Suarez, please come up to my left. Right.
Mayor, you broke the Brown Act when you kicked him out because he has every right under the Brown Act to condemn the council.
Good evening, City Council.
America, love it or leave it.
My name.
Love it or leave it. That's right to everybody. I'm leaving.
That's fine.
And that hideous woman flipped off the memory of a 13-year-old boy. Vergüenza!
So I'm just going to ask, again, those of you who are supporters, don't be egged on by this. Don't fall for it. Okay?
Doesn't matter. ICE isn't going anywhere.
We have 2 more speakers on this matter.
They can't go anywhere.
Aaron Munions, and I'm a member of United Voices of Pomona for Environmental Justice. I'm speaking in favor of this ordinance. We've told you many times over the last 5 years that Pomona needs to pay attention to the kinds of toxins that its most vulnerable populations have to face. And now we're asking you again to remedy these.
This is also history, as I had said before.
So I urge you now to consider the ICE presence.
A hollow ordinance won't matter. ICE will be coming out in full strength. And now they all have voted themselves.
To our community. We can also think of the kind of xenophobic language that we've been hearing as a kind of toxicity that bears on.
You will see the violence that some will
People might
perpetrate.
be tempted to think that
Okay, she's over this way. She was actually looking for you.
But if we take a view of radical...
All right, folks, always remember, please remind the elected officials in your city, ICE will never be removed from communities.